Hello, I'm Josephine. Welcome to our gentle warm-up sequence. We'll start in sitting. Position your legs where they're most comfortable, and then rest your hands on the legs, dropping down through the shoulders, and let go of the elbows. Lift up through the spine and get tall. And we'll start with moving the head. Take your right ear over towards your right shoulder. Let both shoulders drop down and keep the spine centered. Send your breath into the left side of your face, your neck, your left shoulder, and let it all relax. On your inhalation, bring your head back into center, and then take your left ear over towards your left shoulder, and let all the same things happen on this side. Be sure that you're not working with any discomfort, and make any modifications you may need. On your inhalation, you'll lift your head back into center, and then we take it into a twist, spiraling to look over the right shoulder. Again, keeping the shoulders dropping down, relaxing and lifting up through the back of the skull. Lift from the center of the heart. On your next inhalation, bring your head to center, and as you exhale, spiral to look over your left shoulder. You can incorporate your eyes into the twist as well, by directing your gaze as far behind you as you can. Keep the muscles of the face totally relaxed and loosen the jaw. On your inhalation, bring your head back into center, and release your fingertips down to the floor on each side of you. Breathing in, take your left arm up alongside your head, and then as you're exhaling, reach over to the right with the hand and stretch the whole left side of the body. Press down through the left hip and reach out through the left fingers. Breathe into the left side of your body. And on your next inhalation, lift up to center, and exhale, bring your left hand down to the floor and move to the other side. Breathing in, the right arm reaches up, and then as you exhale, slide over to your left, planting the left hand down on the ground and opening up through the right side. Keep pressing down through your right hip. Be light on your left hand and use your core muscles to support you here while you breathe. On your inhalation, lift back up, and exhale, lower both hands down to your sides. We'll add twist. On your exhalation, spiral to your right, placing your left hand on your right knee, and your right fingers come to the ground behind you. Lift up through the spine, up through the back of the skull, and let the shoulders drop down. Keep lifting from the center of the chest. On an inhalation, come back into center, and exhaling, spiral to the opposite side. Find as much space as you can through the spine to allow you to twist with ease and comfort. And enjoy breathing. On your next inhalation, bring yourself back into center. And now take your hands forward to the floor and roll your spine forward and down, letting your head hang. Keep pressing down through the sitting bones so you don't lift up through the hips. And let the whole spine round forward and down. Breathe deeply, sending your breath into the back of your ribs. Now pressing the hands onto the knees, roll your way back up into sitting. Bring your hands behind and open up the feet to the floor in front of you, wider than hip width. And we'll add twisting through the knees and hips. Start by taking the knees down to the right, and then through center and over to the left, working with the breath, breathing in to center, breathing out to the right. Breathing in, lift the knees back up, and breathing out, come over to your left. And continue with that a couple more times as you warm up through the hips, the legs, the lower back. We'll reposition now for table pose, bringing your feet under the knees, plant the feet flat to the ground, hands flat behind you, Position the fingers in any direction that feels good for the shoulders and the wrists. And on your inhalation, lift the pelvis up as high as is comfortable for you. You can keep your chin tucked in towards your throat, keeping the back of the neck long. Or if the neck feels strong, take your gaze straight up towards the ceiling. But make sure there's no strain through the neck. On an exhalation, lower your hips down towards your hands, keeping your chest lifted. And we'll move into Navasana, the boat pose. Bring your hands behind the thighs, keeping the spine straight. Lean the torso back, slowly taking the feet up. Press out through the soles of the feet and spread your toes. Remember to keep breathing through the pose. And if you feel strong and you want to let go of the legs, reach the arms forward. Keep drawing the shoulder blades down your back and lifting up from the heart center. To release, bring the soles of your feet together and roll forward in Baddha Konasana with the knees out to the side. Rounding the spine, let your head hang forward and down. Relax through your shoulders, your neck, and loosen around the jaw and all the muscles of your face. On an inhalation, bring your palms onto the knees and roll your way back up to sitting. Take your legs out front, stretch the legs forward. We come into our forward fold. Nestle onto the sitting bones and take your hands onto the legs. With your straight spine, hinge forward from your hips, keeping the spine straight initially. Press forward through the soles of the feet, back and down through the sitting bones, and forward and up through the crown of the head to create as much length through the back body as possible. On your next exhalation, round your spine now. Let the head hang, slide the palms forward towards the feet, but let the shoulders and elbows drop down. Enjoy a few deep breaths here. Allow yourself to really rest into the pose. Try not to force anything. On your inhalation, roll your spine upright again. Reposition to come to cross legs. Just where we started. Bring the palms onto the knees. Let the shoulders drop. Lengthen the spine and breathe.